What is up, everybody? I've been wanting to do this for a while, and I figured I would take some time to actually do it. I know a lot of people, or a couple people at least, have requested tabs or a tutorial or anything for hums, Why I Like the Robins, and the acoustic cover that I did almost 10 years ago. I'll first say that I played the song wrong in that recording. There's a few things that I did wrong in it. I'll correct them in this video. Maybe I'll ruin the playback of that video, I don't know, but whatever. I was playing it wrong, slightly wrong, so we'll go into that. But just to start off with, like most hum songs, they play in drop D. I think on their newest album, Inlet, they play in some different tunings, but almost everything on You'd Prefer an Astronaut is in drop D. So we'll start there. It requires the drop D tuning. Gives you a lot of really nice chords, a lot of richness, a lot of deep tones. It's really nice. So that's the most important thing, D, A, D, G, B, E. So just drop D tuning, make sure you're in tune. And to start off with the rhythm of the song, it's not too crazy, but just to get the rhythm of it, it is like so. They play it faster, but so that's where it starts. And you can, I play pretty heavy on these strings with a lot of these drop D songs, and the way that hum puts their chords together, you can strum pretty heavy. So we'll start there. To start off with, it's not that difficult. There's just a few sections of the song, and once you understand the pattern that they're playing in, it's pretty straightforward. So the intro to the song starts off with a 2-note chord. 0, 5. So that's the intro to the song. And they kind of add on to those chords, or they add on to that chord as it goes. So it's going to go 0, 5, 4 on the D string. So that's the first two parts. And then they add another layer on top of it. And it will be 0, 5, 4, 6 on the G string. So that gives you that chord sounds beautiful. And in context of this is what it sounds like. So on the fourth part of that, they just come back to the second section there. The 0, 5, 4. Oh, I did that wrong. Okay. It's really that simple. So it's just there's 3 notes in there. It's 3 variations of the same chord. 0, 5, 4, 6. Now the next part is very similar, but instead of the open D on the E string, the open D, they move up to the 5th fret and mute the A string with that finger. And you do the same thing that we did in the first part. So you start here. So you're getting the 5 on the E string and open on the D string. And you do the same thing we did before. You add in the 4 on the D string and then the 6 on the G string. Okay, So that's like well over 50% of the song. When it goes into the section, I'd like to actually play through it, but it comes back to the refrain. I think it would be the refrain. That's when they play it like I did in my original video. There's a slight variation to what we were just doing. And it starts with the 5 on the E string, just like we were playing before. But here, they add the 7 on the D string. And this is how I was playing it in my original video all the way through. So that's vast majority of the song. It gets into, outside of that, it gets into the open, heavier chords. Those chords are fairly straightforward. Let's see here. So the first chord, I don't know what the names of these are, but I will give you the tab of them. It is 0, 0, 4, 6, 5, 0. 0, 0, 4, 6, 5, 0. Same rhythm as before. And then the next chord, we go up to the 7th fret on the D string. It's going to go 0, 0, 7, 9, 9, 0. Also another beautiful chord. 0, 0, 7, 9, 9, 0. So it starts off. And then we're going to use the same chord shape as the first chord. We're going to move it up to the 11th fret on the D string. So it goes 0, 0, 11, 13, 12, 0. Another beautiful chord. And then I adjust the rhythm on the playing it through the second time, or third and fourth time, I guess. That's it for the main part of the song. Those are all the main sections of the main part of the song. And then there's the end, which is really strange. I actually play it differently now than I did on my original recording. I add a little bit more to it. The strumming is a little weird because you're muting multiple strings at the same time, and it can sound a little messy, but when you're playing it heavy, it doesn't really matter. So what I do for this part, I do a slide from 2 on the A string to the 5. How do I play this? So we go 2 to 5 on the A string, 4 on the D string, 7 on the D string, and then 6 on the G string. And when I play this, like I said, I'm muting multiple strings and it's kind of messy, but this is what it sounds like. Because I'll play these together. what I'm doing is I'm playing the 0 and 2 up to the 5. Then I'm doing the open A with the 4 on the D string. Open A with the 7 on the D string. And then I'm going open D string with that 6 on the G. And then the other part of that, they just move that 6 up to the 7. So this is what it sounds like all played together. And then to finish the song off, what I do, I play the octaves of those notes. So this is probably the most difficult part of this song. It's not too bad, but you do have to play octaves all the way through. So that sounds like this. So I'm just playing the octaves. So we start there, 0, 2, muted, 4 on the G string. Slide up to 5. Okay, so we go slide up to 5, and then we switch to the octave for the 4th fret on the D string. So it goes like this. And then after that, we're gonna slide that up to the 7th fret on the D string. So again, it goes. And then we're gonna play the 6 on the G string, the octave. And I play those, you can play that fully open, all strings open. And that's kind of how I play all these. I just bang on the strings. And then the next time you do the same thing, but you go up to the 7 on the G string. So this is what that sounds like all together. Finish off the song. I go 0, 0, 0, 6, 7, 9. It's a beautiful chord. It just sounds great to finish it off that way. And that is it for this song. There's not a ton to it. It's really fun to play once you get the hang of the rhythm and a hang of all the notes, and it's fairly simple. If you guys have any questions, maybe something's not working, or you have any question about what I'm doing, please leave a comment down below. I'll try to reply as best as I can. I have no problem doing that. So yeah, that's Why I Like the Robins by Hum, the greatest band in the world. Thank you all.